Alrighty guys, happy Monday. Okay, morning workout number 1 done. Okay, workout number 2 is gonna be my bike. It's 5:23. I'm gonna do this for 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes. 30 minutes is done. Oh my gosh, that's bright. There we go. Now time to get ready.
It's about 11 o'clock and I'm going to go ahead and break my fast. So I'm having this Oikos 000 yogurt and this Ratio crunchy bar. I've never had this particular flavor. I'll talk more about it later in this video. Would not recommend this. For lunch today, we are taking some shortcuts. We're going to have this bacon ranch crunch salad, which I've never had this flavor before. Really good. Paired it with some rotisserie chicken and we have a simple, easy lunch. Also bringing some of this hot honey hummus and some carrot chips. Just regular raw carrots cut in chip shape. They're not like chips fried or anything. This hummus is very spicy, so if you don't like spicy things, you won't like this hummus. But it does have fantastic flavor, so I do recommend it if you like kind of that sweet and spicy. Getting ready to make dinner. I did not have an afternoon snack and I am super hungry. So while I'm making dinner, so I don't snack on other things, I'm going to drink this Core Power Shake. I think I need more protein today anyway, so this will be my afternoon's before dinner snack. For dinner tonight, I'm going to make a cilantro lime chicken salad, but first up, to marinate for the chicken, we need chicken, minced garlic, cilantro, a lime, salt and pepper, and some avocado oil or olive oil, whatever kind of oil you want to use. You do zest your lime. I don't have a lot of patience for zesting, so that's about as far as I got. But I did squeeze the lime in there and let this sit in the refrigerator for about an hour. And while that was in there marinating, I made a dressing with all of these ingredients. I will have the original recipe linked down below. And then I cooked the chicken on my Ninja grill, which I am still obsessed with. Love this thing. And this is what my salad looks like. We have that amazing dressing, a little bit of cheese, some tomato. I shredded up that chicken after I cooked it. I'm adding some lime juice to it. And this was my yummy dinner. Oh, avocado, did I mention that? And then some spring mix. But this turned out so good. I loved that chicken off the grill and I just shredded it up. I just like to do that whenever I make salad. And here are my stats for the day. So this day ended a little bit higher carb, but it was still low carb. You guys do know I count total carbs. You'll see my protein for the day and my calories for the day. So this was actually a very good day. I was very happy with it. Wasn't too low calorie, wasn't too high carb. It was less fiber than I like to see. I really do want to increase my fiber. That's the only thing I really want to work on.
Okay, just finishing up my ride. I'm just waiting until 6 o'clock to stop.
Good morning, happy Tuesday. So a little review. These are tasteless. Like, they taste like nothing. I ended up having to dip it into my yogurt to even be able to get through it. Now, it has a nice crunch to it. Doesn't have any like weird artificial flavors to it or anything like that. No protein taste, no like artificial sweetener taste. It just tastes like nothing. Like, it is so odd because I've had the Ratio bars before. Maybe that's why this one was at Grocery Outlet. Maybe it is no longer on the shelves. Maybe it's new. Sometimes you never know. When things get to Grocery Outlet, either they're discontinuing them because they're not popular or they're new products and they just end up there. But would not recommend these. I will probably eat them. They were only $2.99 for the box of 4. That's why I like to pick up brand new things at Grocery Outlet because they're so much cheaper. Like I said, it was fine when I dipped it into my yogurt. So I'm thinking if I crumbled it up and put it on top of my yogurt like granola, that would work. But considering this was 230 calories, so I did end up eating it all, but it just was very tasteless. So today I'm going to bring, I don't have very many left. Oh no. Looks like I think I have a salted caramel one maybe in my work bag at work, but I'm going to bring a Built Bar just in case I need anything more than just my yogurt. I have my carrot chips and hummus also at work still, but I've been really loving the yogurt lately. So I think I'll have this. I'm going to bring some raspberries. I wanted to bring some strawberries, but I don't have time to cut them up. So today when I get off work, while I'm cooking dinner, I'm going to cut up my strawberries. But I'm going to go ahead and put some raspberries in a little bowl. So I have that with my yogurt. And then, like I said, I'll bring this. So they'll be my snacks. And then, and like I said, my carrots and hummus in case I absolutely need anything else this morning. But those will probably be my afternoon little snacks. So I need to get going. So I'll see you guys a little bit later. So I thought today was supposed to be 70 something degrees and nice and sunny and warm, which it was last night when I looked. So didn't look outside. And I'm wearing this super cute, but it's like really short sleeve, but one of my kind of lighter weight little cardigans makes like a, like a t-shirt look dressy for the office. I come out, it is raining, it is freezing cold, and we're only supposed to have a high of, I think it said like 62 now. So I ran in real quick and grabbed a black, still a little bit lightweight, so in case it does warm up, because you never know here in Oregon, but a little lightweight long sleeve cardigan. But I just want the consistent weather already. I really do. But it's good that we're getting a little bit of rain because we just put fertilizer down on our yard. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna tell you. I do have a little bit of time. So we did a bunch of yard work on Sunday. We put down some new fertilizer down because we've had these weeds that we've never had before. We've been in this house now to be 5 years in July, and this year this one different crop of weeds have popped up out of nowhere, and they are on both sides of our yard, and one side of our yard has like different grass, and it's super nice, and it's even in that part. So we got like a stronger fertilizer, like a weed and feed, and put that on there on Sunday. And then while my husband was doing that and mowing, I said, well, I'm gonna weed eat because I mowed last week. So we're, taking turns. And so I said, I'll weed eat. We have this big hill over here. I don't think you can see it. But it's like not a hill. It's like a big mound that kind of separates our driveway and the neighbors, and it kind of goes up to our fence where our chickens are at. And so that was completely covered. So I did that. Then the whole back area, which we don't have a big backyard, we just have a long skinny area, which you guys have kind of seen, to go back into the chickens. And this really nice weather we had last week and the week before, that grass back there, the grass and weeds, shot up to where it was between my knees and my waist. It was so high, and it was wet because it had rained on Friday or Saturday, and I went out there I think on Saturday, and I got soaking wet from it rubbing up, and I'm like, we need to weed eat this. So I weeded it all back there, all the way up to the chicken area. I like to leave them a little bit because I pull it up, so the stuff like right by their door, I left all of that grass so I could pull it up and like give it to them. And then but I weeded all of that, weeded the whole yard, and y'all, my arms are so sore. They were a little bit sore yesterday, but they are so sore today. So I did not do my little 10-minute workout because it has a lot of arm movements in it. So I took a little break from that, but I still did my bike. But I'm thinking, okay, that means I used all these muscles and it feels really good. But anyway, it's just weird how it was not sore. It was just a little bit sore yesterday, and today I barely move my arms. They're so sore. But anyhow, there's my little update from the weekend, but now I have to get to work.
For my morning snack, I did have a Built Puff Salted Caramel Bar, which this was excellent, by the way. For my lunch today, we're going to do some chili lime protein chips. We're going to do this avocado ranch salad. I did not like the dressing in this, so I will not repurchase this particular one. Here is my salad, and then we'll have the Real Good chicken strips is what I'm going to put on top of that. And also I added in a little bit of avocado to the salad.
Okay, while I make dinner, I'm going to go ahead and make myself a smoothie. So I have one of the strawberry banana core power shakes, and then I'm just going to do a serving of the cherry berry blend and mix that all together. And here is my finished smoothie.
For dinner tonight, I'm going to make a lightened up version of chicken Devon. So the only substitutions I made from the recipe I will link down below is I used Greek yogurt in place of sour cream. I used the fat-free Fairlife milk in place of, I think it just said milk. And then I did put mine over the riced veggies. So here are the spices, that only thing I did not show you on screen. But everything else, I kept it just like the recipe. So you just make your sauce, and then I went and thawed out my broccoli. I heated up my chicken, and I kind of seared my rotisserie chicken a little bit in the saucepan. For the breadcrumbs, I'm going to use these panko pork rind crumbs. So after you get everything mixed up, then you're just going to put those crumbs on top. It says also use melted butter. I didn't use the butter. I didn't see any reason to use the butter. Then you put it in the oven for about 20 minutes. And I put mine over this cauliflower rice risotto. And this was so good. Highly, highly, highly recommend this recipe. Like I said, I did not change it up much at all. And here is how I ended this day. It was pretty high Weight Watcher points, but I'm not too worried about that because I am really focusing on my carbs and the protein and just trying to make sure my calories are not too low but not too high. So you can see here, I feel like this was another excellent day. I feel like I had 2 really good days. Wednesday was just as good, but I just did not record on Wednesday. I like to give myself kind of a break in between to go ahead and do my editing and whatnot. And I'm sorry if this editing seems a little odd, like especially the voiceover part. My computer was freezing up so bad and I was having so many issues with my editing software. So thank you guys for hanging in there, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys as always for taking time to watch my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.